Greetings, 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 brothers and sisters. Once again, welcome to another episode of Positive Lifestyle Management Awareness Session in conjunction with Project Righteous Endeavors and Reconstructed Minds, Inc. I am your host, Brother Fee Taylor, and today we have a very interesting topic that I want to address. But before we begin, I would like for you all to hit those like buttons, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bells, and send me in your comments. I truly appreciate here at Positive Lifestyle Problem. We truly appreciate everyone who send in their comments and support positive lifestyle management. Like we always see here at Positive Lifestyle Management, we're going to give you the truth, the unadulterated truth about who you are, what you're about, and where we at in life, where we can be and where we are striving to get to. So to begin, I want to say this here. We are going to be dealing with war today. And here's a question to each and every one of us. And I want y'all to think about this question before after I ask you this here. Before you even answer, just think about it. I'm gonna give you a few seconds and then I'm gonna say, what is the bloodiest war that the United States of America has ever been in? I know some of you gonna say the Vietnam War, some might say World War I, some might say World War II. Some of you might even say the forgotten war, which is the Korean War. Then you got the War of 1812. You have a lot of wars that America has been in. But the bloodiest war that America has ever been in is the Civil War between the North and the South. And this was a war that was between brothers fighting brothers. There was a lot of death. There was a lot of mayhem. There was a lot of carnage. There was a lot of, I'm talking about, it was destructive. And I'm mentioning that because of this here. Abraham Lincoln said, a house divided cannot stand, right? Some to that character, some to that extent. I'm paraphrasing what he said, but I understood and I understand what he meant by that. Think about it. If there's chaos inside your home, and there's infighting amongst the mother, the father, the brothers, the sisters, everybody is fighting amongst each other inside the home. What you're going to have then, you're going to have chaos. You're not going to have a cohesiveness within the family. There's not going to be unification. There's not going to be one mind, one body, one soul, because everybody inside the household is going to be trying to destroy each other, not realizing that when they are destroying their siblings or they are destroying them, they are actually destroying themselves. Because when you look in the mirror at yourself, you see your siblings. And when your siblings look in the mirror, they see you, because you are one mind, one body, one soul, under one concept, under one ideology. Now, the definition of civil, because a lot of us don't truly understand what that word means. So I am going to break down the word civil. I'm going to break down the word war. I'm going to break down all these words so that we can get a general understanding on where I am taking you. Some of you are going to understand and catch it right away. Some of you are going to catch it later on. Some of you may not ever catch it. But it's my job, it's my duty, it's my obligation, it's my responsibility to give you the information, to give you the truth, to give you the facts on what's occurring and what could occur if we, as a people, don't stand up and say enough is enough. Don't allow ourselves to be taken down a dead-end alley. Now, the word civil. Civil is an adjective It's relating to ordinary citizens and their concerns as distinct from military or ecclesiastic matters. It's non-religious, lay. It's a disorder or conflict occurring between citizens of the same country. It's a domestic issue. It's an internal issue. It's an interior issue. It's a national issue. It's a state issue. It's a home issue. It's a local issue. So anytime you are talking about civil, you are talking about an issue that's basically internal, domestic, interior, home, national, state, local. In law, it relates to relating to private relations between members of a community, non-criminal. All right. So that means that if you're dealing with it in a legal sense, the word civil, you are dealing with something that's occurring between members of a community or a family or the same country or the same state or the same locale. The definition of war. The definition of war is a state of armed conflict between different nations or states or different groups within a nation or state. The synonym is conflict, warfare, combat, fight, struggle, armed conflict, action, and more. It's a noun. War is a noun. It becomes a verb when you engage in a war. Small states war against each other. The synonyms are fight, battle, combat. So we can look at this here from a domestic struggle, internal fighting, interior combat, home warfare, state warfare, state combat, state fighting, state struggle, local combat, local conflict, local warfare, local fighting, local struggle. If we're not paying attention to what's going on, then we're going to find ourselves in a civil war. And when we find ourselves in a civil war, there isn't going to be any winners. There are only going to be losers. There isn't any winners in a family feud amongst each other. Now, let me explain something to you. There's another war that occurred. And this war was the Vietnam War. And America lost the Vietnam War because of low morale amongst the soldiers. And to state this fact, to back this fact up, I go to the September the 17th, 1983 letter, Positive Thinking, Morale, to all brothers of the struggle. One of the main reasons the USA lost the war in Vietnam was that the morale of the soldiers was low. Morale is the issue. Confident. This point is stressing that we cannot win unless we believe in each other. There are a lot of good brothers who believe in the organization and will give their all, just as you will. Let's start acknowledging that fact. Now we're going to go to something else. The world is progressing. The future is bright and no one can change this general trend of history. We should carry on constant propaganda amongst the people on the fact of world progress and the bright future ahead so that they will build their confidence in victory on the King negotiation, October the 17th, 1945. This comes from the book, the quotations from Chairman Mao Zedong, the selected works. So now, I'm saying all these things, And I pointed these facts out so that we can understand what's going on. Let me explain one other thing to you all. In war, if generals have conflict amongst themselves, the soldiers, the troops, don't get involved in what the generals are discussing. The generals go behind closed doors. They discuss their matters, they come out with their issues, and when they come out, they bring the facts of what they have discussed and didn't agree on or whatever. They come out with one cohesive understanding for the troops. Study wars, study strategies, study understanding, get an understanding of what these things are so that we can understand what we are to be saying and what we're not supposed to be saying, what we're supposed to be doing and what we're not supposed to be doing. We have to save the family so that it doesn't become a domestic struggle. Save the family. What I may believe, this is how I think. And this deals with my own personal family, with my brothers, my sisters, my nieces, nephews, whoever else is a part of my life, my friends and everybody. I may have a disagreement with my brothers and my sisters, but I always have to remember that the family is more important than my personal issue with my brothers or my sisters. I put the well-beings of our family first. Although I may disagree with you, I am not in disagreement against you or towards you. I can disagree without being disagreeable with you. And I do not allow my personal disagreements with my brothers and sisters to filter down to my nieces and nephews. Because whatever me and their parents have amongst ourselves, it doesn't include my nieces and nephews. If I disagree with my daughter, it doesn't have anything to do with her children, because they don't have nothing to do with it. You never want the children, the nieces and the nephews, the grandchildren, or any of that to start taking sides. You never expose this to them, because you have to always be on and in a united front. Because without being in a united front, then the children and the grandchildren and the nieces and the nephews and everybody start picking sides. When I disagree with my children's parents, it don't have nothing to do with them. I always tell my children to obey, to listen to your mother. Although me and the mothers may not even be on the same page, I'm going to always tell my children to obey their mothers, to respect their mothers. No matter what the mothers say about me, I'm going to tell them to respect their mothers. And I'm saying this so that we all can understand that we mustn't allow ourselves to be getting caught up or get involved in things that are above your pay grade. Because when it all comes out, you're going to be the one that's going to be hurt behind. respect the process, learn what governs you, learn the black and white. Because this is very important. This is how you become an outstanding member of this family. I've never taken sides, but I know the truth. And I'm going to stand on truth. I'm not going to stand on what somebody else is telling me without the facts. When I know the facts, I'm standing on the facts, and I'm standing on truth today. I will not waver in standing on the truth. I am not going to play the 50, but I will, for the sake and the preservation of this family, do my share to stop any internal conflicts with my brothers and sisters, because that's what's important. Now, let me explain something to y'all. This is why we are in the position that we are in today. 40 years has passed by. And during that 40 years, what we have seen is regression instead of progression. And when I say regression, that means knowing what governs you, understanding what governs you. We have been going through, over the last decade or so, educational enslavement. And what I mean by educational enslavement is this here. The brothers and sisters not knowing or understanding the true essence of what this family is about. Not being able to know what governs them. It's like the parents in the household. They lay down the rules and regulations of what's going to go on inside their household. What we have today is the brothers and sisters not understanding the rules and regulations that keeps the household intact. Economic slavery. Economical slavery occurs when you only have the few that has the economics, and they are spoon feed those who don't have economics, and not teaching them how to become economical independent. And when you become economical independent, then you can come back and give to the family, because you want for your brothers and sisters what you want for yourselves. I cannot say I want for you what I want for me if I am holding you in economical enslavement. When I am spoon feeding you, when I am keeping the true essence of what economics is about away from you. Political enslavement. Political enslavement occurs when you do not understand the political process. When we do not understand the political process, and others are making decisions for you and about you without your knowledge on what's occurring. And you just are going along, not understanding what has taken place. Social development enslavement. Your social development becomes enslaved when you are kept away from those in the community, when what's occurring inside of the family or inside of the community you are being isolated from that. And you are only being told the bare minimum just to keep you functioning. But it's time that all brothers and sisters become awakened. This is why these awareness sessions are so important. We have to awaken our men and women, because the founder of the family, who started the roots of this family, said the youth are our future. And the future is now. It's now. It's not years down the line. Your father has prepared you for the future. Your mothers prepare you for the future. And when is the future? The future is any time ahead of the present or of the past. We have wasted enough time dwelling on insignificant matters. We can no longer waste any more time dwelling on insignificant matters. The future is now. The future is not 10, 15, 20 years down the line. The future is now. And what are we talking about in the future? I want you to understand the mindset. The future is the mindset. We can no longer function in the 60s, the 70s, or even the 80s for that matter. We are in the year 2021, going towards 2022. We cannot continue to have these old broke down conversations, man, about what happened in 1958, in 1963, 1965. Those are great. It is great for historical meaning, the historical understanding, historical purpose. But how does it affect you today? How is it helping you today? How is it helping you educationally? How is it helping you economically? How is it helping you politically? How is it helping you socially? These are things that we have to pay attention to. I am 54 years of age. So I am considered as an elder statesman to a lot of my young brothers and sisters that's coming behind me. So therefore, everything that has been given to me by those who came before me, the originals, I take it and I pass it on. I don't sugarcoat it. I don't cut it. I'm going to give it to you in the raw form so that way you can understand it the same way I understand it. I'm not adding to it. I'm not taking away from it. I'm going to give it to you the right way, the way I was given it. And I always tell our brothers and sisters that I am here to help you. I am here to guide you. I don't have no ulterior motive. I don't have no hidden agendas. My agenda is for the betterment of this family. It's for our true growth and development. It ain't for nothing that is about me, because in truth be told, I don't have nothing. All I have is the love for this family. And I know that when the family does well, I do well. So therefore, I'm going to give everything that I got to make sure that my brothers and my sisters understand exactly what this family is about. I love you all. I am here for you. I thank you for your time. I thank you for everything that y'all do. I thank you for all your comments. I thank you for your likes. I thank you for y'all subscribe. I thank you for everything. Everything that you do. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. And with that being said, I close out by saying this has been another episode of Positive Lifestyle Management Awareness Session. I love you all. I am here for you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.